questions. But I was looking into this Samantha Gunthries thing, and something just popped in my head. Um, it's been day 21 with this kidnapping, and right from day one, I knew something wasn't right, and I've been trying to think like, why is this not right? And I've been just racking my brain, and all of a sudden, today, just right now, I who would reap the benefits of this kidnapping? Samantha Gunthries. Who's getting all the media attention? Samantha Gunthries. Who was the last person to really see her mom? Samantha Gunthries. Like, am I the only person to be thinking this right now? Why are they not looking into her? They like somebody should be doing like a polygraph or something on her, seeing if she had any ties to her disappearance. Because right now, like they're just grasping at it's cartel, it's this, it's like none of this makes any sense. And like some of the interviews, going back and listening to her interviews and her statements, and then why is TMZ getting these ransom notes and stuff like that? Why TMZ? And then some of the notes were fake anyways. Why is TMZ still getting ransom notes? Why use that outlet? Um, like, does Samantha Gunthries have some ties to TMZ, or is it just the best way to, you know, break news? You know, what their platform to use some smut reporting like TMZ, and what I mean by smut is it's all fanfare, BS, digging up stories, you know. It all comes down. The reason I don't like TMZ is it comes down to Princess Diana. Like, never should have happened, blah, blah, blah. But Princess Diana, that's a whole nother story. Um, she was definitely killed for some reason. Some people say it's because of her wanting to ban landmines. But no, I think she was digging something deeper in the United Nations that she shouldn't have been digging into. Maybe the Rockefellers, maybe she was looking into them, or maybe the Queen just didn't like her. It's funny that stuff is happening with Prince Willie or Prince Andrew now that the Queen is dead. Like, there's some people that say that the Queen that was her favorite son. I don't know. If you're down for pedophiles, I guess you're okay with that. But who knows what that crazy old bitch was up to too? You're like, who knows what the monarchy has running behind the closed doors? But this Samantha Gunthries thing just doesn't make any sense. But the only thing I see right now, it was her. It was her. She's the only person that could benefit from this by any means. Thanks. Like, am I the only person thinking this right now? Why is none of the media talking about this right now? Like, really, like, in a murder case, which it pretty much is right now because it's day 21, the chances of her being alive right now, very fucking slim. Very fucking slim. So, I don't know. Uh, like a murder case. What do they do? If a woman is murdered, they look into ex-husbands, boyfriends, people close to her, her friends. And right now, it seems like the FBI isn't even really. They're kind of pushing Samantha and her family off to the side. Yeah, I know there was some talk about maybe a family member, like a cousin or some blah blah blah, some type of relative possibly doing something to her, but it just doesn't make any sense. I tell you the truth, I think Samantha had something to do with this, and she's using it for some type of media benefit. And it's kind of stupid because with this type of like media that you're putting on yourself right now, it's probably the worst thing that you could probably be doing, um, like legally. things are gonna come up and catch you in the ass here sooner or later, especially with the sound bites and what you're doing with the media. So I don't know. Is it a giant psyop? I don't know. You guys tell me. I don't have any idea. Can I play any music? I don't know. I used to make music and stuff. I don't do that anymore. Kind of regret selling all that shit, but it's all good. Do something different now.
I had to put $50 on there to get your phone.
They wouldn't switch.
So I have enough gas to probably go to Winnipeg and back.
So they wouldn't do that. But she said it was.
They would have taken my $30 and I would have had to pay another $30, so I would have lost my
Was there still that credit on there? Sorry, I'm just talking.
$3.
Oh, that's all that credit was? Oh, okay.
I guess I need to find another job. I shouldn't have quit it.
Figure something out. I don't know. This Samantha Guthrie's thing. Hey, what do you guys think? Do you think she did it or not? I think she did something because it doesn't make any sense. The only person who will benefit from this kidnapping or, possibly murder / fake kidnapping, the only person to benefit is Samantha Guthrie's. Like, it doesn't make any sense. What's up, Wayne? Are you guys from the UK or overseas? Or are you in the Americas? South America, North America? Oh, that's BS. Diddy is behind me? There's nobody behind me. See? There's nobody. Nobody. Yeah, I figured so. This time of day doing a live, there's a lot of people from the UK here. How about that Prince Andrew nonsense? That's so funny. Finally they're doing something. Like, do you think the Queen had something to do with, kind of keeping that quiet? Because, like, now that the king is in town, it seems like something's actually being done with it, And then, what's his name? One of the princes there, the one who lives in the States in California there, he's been calling him out for how many years? And then finally something's being done. I just find this funny. But I don't know. And then what's that other crazy bitch? She just closed all her stores, closed some of her businesses. It was the Duchess of something, the Duchess of York. So what's her deal? She's not gonna see any like criminal charges against her for sure, because I don't think she had any political power. So the only reason that Andrew's in deep shit isn't because he was diddling little girls. It's because he was giving up national security information to, posting it on emails. And the emails he was sending weren't actually secure in the first place, and the information he was giving was national security risk. Well, purchasing and buying certain, business agreements. Holy shit, 1:45 or 12:45. That's crazy. It's 6:45 p.m. here. Like literally the complete opposite almost. So funny. I have a buddy who lives in Turkey, so I don't normally get to talk to him because he's probably asleep by now. Unless there's some big trades or something going on in the market. Normally he doesn't stay up. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I don't know. What do you think about this Guthrie's thing? I think she actually did something with her mother. I think it was her from the get-go now. I've been thinking about this for like 20 fucking days, and I wouldn't talk about it on the regular news channel because it's just drivel. It's just nonsense. It's like Epstein. Like, try and dig through the news and find something that isn't about Epstein or about Prince Andrew or about this fucking Gumthree's kidnapping bullshit. Like, it almost seems like it's a giant psyop. And the funny thing is, in the news, you know what nobody's talking about? How about let's talk about Biden's fucking ex-husband murdering his wife and only getting a fucking $500,000 in bail, and he's still in jail. Like, I don't know why he didn't post bond, because he could post bond for 50 grand. You only have to pay 10% of his bond if you go to a bondsman. But a $500,000 for a first degree murder charge? A $500,000 bond. Like, why are we not talking about this? I know like people that fucking go to jail for like cigarettes that have a fucking $1 million bond for selling illegal cigarettes. How does this guy get a fucking $500,000 bond for murdering his fucking wife? And she's been dead for like 8 months. They're just figuring out that he fucking murdered her and it was premeditated. So yeah, that's first degree murder charges. That's fucked up. Why aren't we talking about this? And what's kind of funny is this happened just before Samantha Guthrie's mom went missing. So is it a fucking giant psyop or what? It doesn't make any sense. Like, the stuff that should be in the news isn't right now. Like, let's talk about how the F-35s, they're sending them out without fucking proper radar in there. Okay, so people are, well, sorry, these jets went to the US military, but like, what what are you saying about your aircraft now? Like, you're trying to sell these aircraft. Like, Canada's supposed to purchase some, Germany's supposed to purchase some, and then, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, this radar, yeah, we couldn't put the right bracket on there, so we couldn't install this radar. Okay, so are the jets going to be ready? Well, they'll be ready. They just won't have radar. Like, what the fuck? Like, to tell you the truth, we should be sticking with Britain's Rolls Royce engines and fucking Sweden's fucking Saab fucking what are they called? Javelins? Javelin? No, that's not the Javelin. Sorry. The Griffin. The Saab's fucking Griffin. Like, and then they'll be made here in Canada too. A lot of the products for those Saab jets are already made here in Canada. They're made in Montreal. So like, it'd be cool if they did bring Rolls-Royce and start making those engines here in Canada. Like, parts already being made here. Why don't we just start assembling the whole fucking engines here? That just makes total sense. What's up, Poppy? What's up? Just talking about some fucking hypothesis I've had over the weekend here about some of the nonsense news that's bleeding into people's brains. And Samantha Guthrie's mom wasn't kidnapped. Samantha Guthrie's fucking murdered her mom and made it seem to be like she was kidnapped so she could get some media attention. I think that's what happened. You think you've seen me before? The name sounds familiar, actually. That does sound familiar. And then, oh, that's weird. The band, Normand. What's up? Am I a filmer? No, I do a lot of YouTube stuff though. And then I'm in the background a lot in some other YouTube platforms. You don't see me much, but I'm always there in the background. Do a lot of other, I don't know, a lot of support work. I try and like build up other channels and stuff. I'm not too worried about building my channel up. I'm more worried about like some other channels that are really doing some great work out there, like Breakfast Cereal Josh. Amazing. Finally 100,000 subs, man. I can't wait to see that fucking picture, man. Your fucking YouTube thing. But that took a long time. That was 3 years of hard work. He just did a live today where he was showing how he films his breakfast cereal episodes, which is really cool. Kind of disappointed because his last studio he had, if anyone knows, was epic. One of the craziest like Hollywood quality studios. The green screen he had, that he called it the abyss, because when you stood in it, you just like you're in this abyss of white. This is kind of where I get my background from. Like, it's funny. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to like say that I'm God or anything, but I like this white background, and then it does open me up for green screen and stuff. But I don't think I'm gonna do green screen. I just keep everything raw and as clean as possible. But I think I'm a pretty half decent speaker as well. So I don't know. I try not to fudge anything up. There has been a couple times when I do my news broadcast with the no nonsenseness where I do like kind of start stumbling over myself. My main issue is I'm trying to put in fancy words, like, and some of these fancy words I don't spell so good. So, or there's people watching me, like, what was it? I think it was Wednesday's show. Wednesday show, you could really tell that there was people sitting here, like literally sitting right there, just watching me, and I could feel it, and you guys could probably feel it on Wednesday too, which was that's hard. It's easy when I'm here by myself to be able to talk, but if there's people watching me, I lose focus so quickly. Thank you. My toque, as Canadians call it, it's lined too. It's got a liner inside. And it's quite the lint collector. You should see what my hair looks like when I comb it. It's pretty bad. Hey Wayne, what's up? I don't know. Anybody's thoughts on Samantha Guthrie's? I think she did it, to tell you the truth, because you break it down. Who who has anything to gain from this? Samantha Guthrie's. And then who was the last person to really see her? Samantha Guthrie's. And then it's just, why aren't the FBI looking into her? It just doesn't make any sense. And I'd really like to know why we're not talking about Biden's fucking wife's ex-husband murdering his fucking wife. Why are we not talking about this? Like, fuck, the stuff that's in the news is just drivel. Like, and then why are we not talking about this trade deal between India and Africa? India just made free trade agreement with 53 African countries. Free trade agreement. Wow. And then this Canada tariff thing where the Supreme Court said that Trump can't tariff us. Now he's going to be tariffing us like 15% instead of the 10%. And that's like globally. Everything from around the world, it doesn't matter what country, you're going to get tariff. So he just added another 5% globally, which is insane. Like, what the fuck is going on? And nothing's happening. Like, everyone's like, oh sweet, prices, the cost of living is going to go down, the cost of grocery store is going to go down. No. Did anyone think that the prices are going to go back down? Well, you're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy. Look at the price of gas. Remember the gas prices fucking skyrocketed, and everyone's like, oh yeah, we're going to see that 65 cents a liter again. Yeah, fuck, where the fuck do you live? The prices never went back down. Like, the cost of the grocery store prices, you think the grocery stores are gonna be like, oh, okay, now we gotta reprice check everything? Yeah, fuck that noise. You know how many millions of dollars it costs just to fucking for grocery stores and other stores to jack their prices up? Like, it's not just as easy as, typing something into a computer. Like, I know Loblaws is doing some major shit right now with their AI technology. You can go virtually shop now. Yeah, you put a VR headset on right now and just walk around your house and pretend you're in Loblaws. Yeah. Yeah, you throw a picture of yourself on there at Loblaws in the makeup aisle. You throw a picture of yourself and you can test out makeup to see if it matches with your complexion. How fucked up is that, eh? Yeah. And what's even funnier is they thought this one guy was crazy here in Minnedosa for starting an online pharmacy. And then, yeah, the FBI and Food and Drug Administration went after him. Yeah, because he had something good going. Yeah. Yeah, the first, probably like the first guy in Manitoba to even own a fucking Lamborghini. That was funny. Yeah, yeah. I think he's done serving his time. They extradited him from Canada to the United States because the FBI and Food and Drug Administration, uh, purposely sold him fake pills. Yeah, they set him up because they couldn't find a way to shut him down. He was getting pills from overseas at a discount price, blah blah blah. So what they did is they infiltrated this shipment of pharmaceuticals that were coming into Canada that he was going to sell on the online website at a fraction of the cost, which was hurting pharmacies across the United States. So they went after him for that. So they intercepted this shipment, swapped out the pills, and put like, a percentage of what was actually supposed to be in the pills. They call it buff. Yeah, what they put in pills. It's sometimes just clay or cornstarch, like buff. Yes, like awesome. Thanks, Popeye. That's awesome. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs right now, and then I'm gonna do the stripped down news. I'm gonna flip it over to its own separate channel. I'm gonna separate what my channel and then strictly just news on the other channel. The stuff I do on the news channel is just strictly factual news. It's no blood guts or Epstein or Prince Andrew shit. Like it's just global markets, big trades, 30 minutes or less, because anything longer than that is just all BS anyway. So that's why I do that 4 to 4:30 episode of just strictly news. Like I'll come on here every, I don't know, it's been a week now of me doing lives every day of just talking about the drivel that's in the news that's pissing me off. But today, I don't normally go live on Saturdays, but I just had this weird thought about Samantha Guthrie that I think I should be talking about before maybe it actually does happen. Because a couple episodes I've been talking about on my news channel, and it doesn't get picked up in the actual media until maybe 2, 3 days later, which is insane. Like, how am I getting up to date news, and the stuff I'm watching on TV is actually old news? So I don't know. I'm actually, me doing news Monday to Friday is actually making me hate the news even more. Because the shit I have to fucking dig through to just find something that's worth talking about for a half an hour is getting really hard. And it's frustrating for me. Like the mental anguish I got to deal with just trying to write. Like, this is like 3 days of writing. That's just 3 days of writing, so I can do a half an hour or less of news. Ugh, but that's YouTube for you. You have to work for it. Yeah, 13 years been on here, so I don't know. I've been trying things back and forth, and then one day I was like, I took a YouTube break from December to January. Those are like the hardest like months for me, like mentally. And I just kind of thought about myself a little bit more and what do I really want from my channel? And I want to do something like purposeful. Not just drivel. Like there's so many YouTubers out there that just sitting here talking like this. And like, yeah, it's okay, but are you really doing anything? Really all you're doing is, at the end of the day, you're just talking to yourself. And that's what I was thinking about. So what could I do here on YouTube that has some type of purpose? And I don't know, I feel that I get some meaning out of it too. And me doing news Monday to Friday for 30 minutes or less, uh, I get the news out there quickly, and then for the rest of the day, you guys can just stare at the wall. And then you don't have to worry about listening to that brain rot that the fucking media does to you, like on a daily basis. Like that stupid little puff fucking pieces that they do at the end to make you feel better. They show you all this blood and guts. And at the little end, it'd be like, oh, this girl, she celebrated her graduation after surviving from cancer. Holy fuck. That's supposed to fucking make me feel better? Like, I see why people don't want to watch the fucking news anymore. I see why people are getting pissed off in the media because no one actually talks about what's actually happening. So, this is, I feel what I'm doing is fucking meaningful. And it takes a lot of fucking work, it takes a lot of effort. Like, I know people say, like, oh, YouTube's easy, blah, blah, blah. It's not. I've been doing this for 13 years trying to figure out, like, something that. You're a YouTuber as well, Poppy? Here, I'm gonna write your name down. I'll check you out. But if you subscribe to me, you'll be on there. I'll sub to you. Normally, I do sub to all my subscribers too, unless you don't have anything on your channel. If you don't have any videos, then I do have a tendency to start filtering out things like that. Oh, what's up, bud? He's a kid, bro. Hey, I trimmed up a little bit. Yeah, I gotta fix this side. The hair grows differently on this side of my face because I got a big scar under my neck here. So I gotta learn how to fucking cut that properly again. I haven't fucking trimmed my beard in like 4 years. Uh, I look like Kevin from Home Alone. Actually, you know what's funny? Growing up when I was a kid, a lot of people called me Kevin because of that movie. As soon as that movie came out, my whole life was ruined. Seriously, they all thought I was Home Alone. Yeah, everyone would be like, "Do this, do this." Yeah, everywhere I went, "Hey, can you do this?" This is before like iPhones and when people still carried those big brick phones around. USA versus Canucks. Oh, you talking about that women's game? Is that the game that happened? Yeah, they lost though, but they held that first goal there for a while. I'm not really a big hockey fan. I'm a baseball guy. And the only reason I watch baseball is because I think that's probably one of the most gentleman sports out there for sure. Like one of the only sports you see guys sitting there like, patting each other on the ass, when they get a base. It doesn't matter what team you're on. How often do you see like somebody get a touchdown and the other team comes over and pats them on the ass? It doesn't make any sense. uh, uh. So, Stoner, what do you think about the Samantha Guthrie's thing? You think Samantha did it or what? Because I'm thinking that's what happened. It only makes sense. But I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, I'm gonna end it at 30 minutes. But I just wanted to get this out there before maybe it actually does happen, which will be so funny. You'll see me on Monday just laughing, or when it actually does happen, I'll be laughing at all of you. Well, it's been day 21 since she's been missing, so pretty much now it's looking for a body case. And it just doesn't make any sense. The only person to benefit from this is Samantha Guthrie's. And the only person they're not looking at right now is Samantha Guthrie's. Who was the last person to see her? Samantha Guthrie's. Yeah, it just something doesn't make any sense about it. So deadly. I'm on your news. Okay, hey. Yeah, hopefully I'm not on Alberta news for sure. But anyways, we'll see what happens in the next couple days. But if it turns out that Samantha Guthrie's had something to do with this, I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard. I don't know. And I'm not gonna get some fucking big prize for it. But for anyone here who's watching this, remember, I said it first. I said it first. Don't say the fucking media said it first. She fucking did it. She fucking did it. I bet you. I fucking bet you. No. Well, if you watch the news with me, you're just gonna get the straight facts. But that's the Monday to Friday show, 4 to 4:30. That's the straight facts one. But anyways, I'm gonna go figure out some supper and see you guys on Monday. It's all good. Okay, see you guys later.